We welcome Jessica Tomacic. She is an MSc student within the Department of Earth Sciences, and her talk is titled "A Small Crystal with a Big Impact: Unlocking the History of Mars with Garnet."
If you were to see this rock on the ground, you'd probably walk right past it. It's small, it's gray, it looks ordinary. But what if I told you that this rock is actually from Mars? Although we have sent rovers, orbiters, and landers to Mars, we have actually never returned a physical rock sample for study on Earth. So how do you study a planet that you've never sampled? The answer? You wait for it to throw rocks at you. When a massive impact strikes the Martian surface, the force is so violent that it blasts pieces of the planet into space, which can eventually fall to Earth as meteorites. Specifically, I want to bring your attention to this Martian meteorite right here that is the focus of my research. It contains the first ever occurrence of the mineral garnet on Mars, pictured in the light gray crystals. But why do we care that garnet has been found on Mars for the first time? Well, besides making beautiful jewelry, garnet is especially useful in geology. Garnets act as time capsules, preserving information related to the changes in pressure, temperature, and chemistry as a rock forms. Commonly on Earth, we see garnets in regions that have been heavily affected by plate tectonics. But this is what is so interesting about garnets being found on Mars for the first time. Our current understanding of the geology of Mars is that there are no plate tectonics, which begs the question, how did these Martian garnets form? As a part of my master's research project, I set out to answer this question. Because this is the only sample we have of Martian garnets in the world, I had the amazing opportunity to go to England to use a specialized laser mass spectrometer that works by hitting the sample with a laser to create chemical maps that show me how different elements are distributed and preserved within the garnet crystals. Using these chemical maps and other microscope work, I aim to identify the rock type, learn about the rock's history, and finally compare the Martian garnets to garnets that we see on Earth to try and determine their origin. This work of describing new rocks and minerals on Mars is important because it helps us understand the variety of rock types that we see on Mars. It can provide insight into the evolution of terrestrial planets within our solar system and can help inform future planetary missions. So, what may appear to be an ordinary rock at first glance is in fact a piece of Mars, carrying the record of a planet's history in the palm of our hand. Thank you.